Hi everybody. I said I would try to do a video once a week, so here I am again, a little bit late, especially since this is probably going to be a little bit delayed after editing, but I'm doing what I can. This has been a long week. I've had kind of a crappy time of it just because I've been pretty down on myself. No real reason for it, just stress with money, stress with work, things like that, getting me down. And especially in terms of my bodybuilding, I've been having a bunch of trouble just trying to get to the gym. And I realized that the major reason for that is that I just hate my routine. I hate my current lifting routine passionately. It's it was a great suggestion from a friend. Was great for the first couple weeks. Actually, I've been doing this particular routine for about 5 weeks now. Liked it for a while, helped me get back into the form and movement after I was sick. But now it's just repetitive and there are too many sets, and I find myself, rather, too many sets per lift, and I find myself getting bored. Like, legitimately just waiting for the next lift, waiting for the next exercise. And I realized that I like the gym to be a place where I could just go. I can just have one thing happen after another. I can move from lift to lift to lift. I can get a good sweat going. It clears my mind. It's a really great opportunity for me to just get out of my head. And this current routine spends way too much time with me inside my head, especially leg day. Um, Current leg day has me doing a superset of leg press and then hack squat, and it's not fun. It's a challenge, and I love the first 3 sets of it, but then after that I'm dead. I am dead. I feel like I'm gonna puke, and I know there's this whole romantic thing about throwing up at the gym because damn, you kicked ass doing whatever it is that you do. But from someone who doesn't have a lot of money to replace the meals that I throw up, I need those nutrients. I don't want to lose a meal that's in my stomach. And it's also, it triggers all kinds of things in your body where it's just like, maybe you're sick, maybe you're not. Let's get the immune system going, and it drains your energy. It's not a good thing to happen in the middle of a workout, especially when you're doing what you can to get lean. And I'm trying to keep intensity up and everything. And it's just all around a bad idea. So basically, my current routine's drawbacks have been that it is boring, that it makes me feel like I'm going to puke hardcore on leg day, and that I don't have fun doing it. I don't feel like I'm pushing myself the way that I want to be. So it's time for a change. And I wanted to talk a little bit in this video about the fact that if you get into fitness, if you get into anything that you want to do to change your body, you're going to have to be willing to adapt to any kind of circumstance that comes your way. Um, you're going to need to want to listen to your body, and my body right now is telling me that I need more intensity. And, pardon me, and you need to be willing to just do what it takes to listen to your body, listen to what it's telling you, do what you need to do. It's not something that you... Listening to your body takes a little bit of training just with yourself. Listening to your body... Learning to listen to your body is one of the most important things you can do in fitness. Learning to listen to your body is something... Learning to listen to your body helps you adjust programs as you need to. There's this whole idea, this whole romanticized idea that if it hurts, it's good. If you are suffering, you are doing it right. And to a certain extent, this is true. I mean, especially in bodybuilding, when you're going for hypertrophy, you are literally tearing the muscles down in your exercise, and then while you're sleeping and eating, building them back up. And that actually is painful. That's what the pump is, that's what the burn is. It's your body tearing itself apart literally, and you are putting it back together bigger and better. And so there should be a certain degree of suffering, but if you are sitting there bored, or if you are sitting there feeling inferior, or if you are in the gym feeling lost and confused and not engaged in what you're doing, you are suffering for the wrong reasons, and you should adjust. If you want to do more cardio, do more cardio. If you want to do more arms just because you enjoy doing more arms, pay attention to make sure that you don't unbalance the rest of your body, but do what you enjoy, because you're going to stick with the program more if you enjoy doing it. You're going to want to go back to the gym, and you're going to want to eat for your results if you are enjoying what you're doing. And I want to encourage anyone who's listening to this to do what they think is fun in the gym. I have friends that have lost weight in intramural kickball teams. I have friends who go out of their way to spar on weekends because they like beating the crap out of each other. It's one of those things where fitness comes in so many ways, shapes, and forms. And if you want to be a bodybuilder, great. Learn to do that. Learn to love it, because it is kind of a grueling process. But if you just want to get fit, do what pleases you. And that's really a lesson for most of life, is do what pleases you, because it's important to be able to do that. And that's something that I've learned in the process of becoming a bodybuilder. Is there have been routines that I have loved. There have been routines that are grueling, and I come away sweaty and exhausted and miserable, but so happy, so pleased with the results, so genuinely excited about the fact that I can barely move. And I love that. I love that feeling of having challenged myself. I love the sensation of falling apart physically and not being able to walk and being sore for days afterwards, and looking at stairs and thinking, good God, this is going to hurt to climb them, but I'm so happy that it does. Because, to some extent, I'm a little bit of a masochist, and that's fine. But, I mean, let's face it. Life is a confusing, complicated thing, and we need to do things that please us from time to time. In terms of nutrition, I've been pretty good. I haven't been logging. I have not been logging my food, and I have been terrible about that. But that's something that happens when I go through a little bit of a depressive bout, little things like that fall apart. Should have worked on my resume this week. Nah, didn't really get to it. Should have contacted some professors about some things. I have the rest of the summer. Like, that's the way I start thinking, and it's not a good thing. I need to sit down. I need to start logging my food. I need to sit down. I need to start logging my food. I need to start getting my budget back in order. And I need to start getting the rest of my life going. I mean, it's the summer, fine. I might not be going back to my program in the fall because I hate it, desperately hate it, loathe everything about it. But, whatever. I do want to say that I'm going to include in the channel my Amazon wishlist, and as soon as I make it not look ridiculously embarrassing, my Patreon. So if you want to start supporting me and you want to start helping me get my goals out there, by all means, you are welcome to do so. I would be happy to have that help, because I am basically broke right now. But, I'm more or less happy to do this because I love what I'm doing. And if you choose to support me, good on you, awesome. I'm happy to talk with you, hang out with you. I'm pretty chill. But I'm going to put up my Patreon, I'm going to put up my Amazon wish list, and I'm going to set a link to the Tumblr blog that I've set up for this, where I will be posting the logs of my... And I'm also going to put up my Tumblr blog where I'm going to be posting the logs of my nutrition, so that you can see what I'm eating and I can be totally transparent about everything. So, thank you guys for listening. Sorry if this is a little longer and more rambly than the rest, but I just had a lot that I wanted to get out there, and it does feel good to say it. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thanks for listening.